Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone, this is Hana. So this is my e-learning for our study during the first week. So let's begin. To begin with, I chose the first tutorial question, which is to compare English with two other languages and note key differences in sound or script, and to make a video of 5 minutes and share it in the class platform. As you can probably see from the visual aid, the three languages that I chose is English, Arabic, and Chinese. So let's begin and look in more depth, more deeper on these three languages. Now, the first language that we're going to start with is English. So English is written with the Latin alphabet from A to Z and is read from left to right. It has a new unique feature. Its unique feature is pronunciation. You might be wondering, why is it considered a unique feature? I'm sure that most of us who learned English know of the frustration that the English spelling doesn't always match the sound. For example, the word Nike, which has a silent K, like Nike, it literally sounds the same as like we're talking about the dark night sky, but here the Nike is like the knight in shining armor, but you can't hear the K in it. And then there's another word, which is the word phone, like phone. PH makes an F sound, so even though it's written as, it's spelled as PH, but when you try to pronounce it, you usually heard the P sounds more like an F sound. Get it? Next, English also uses stress and intonation. Like, for example, what I'm doing right now, I'm stressing the word by like intonation, like stressing it, so that you can know that I'm like emphasizing that particular word. Or I could mean different things. For example, like the stress and intonation plays a very deep role to make sure that what I'm trying to say, to convey, is being perceived as correct as possible as what I'm attempting it. Like the sentence, "I didn't say she stole the money," can mean different things depending on which word is stressed. Like, I didn't say she stole the money. Like, for example, like I'm emphasizing that it's not me that say that she stole the money. Or I could say like, I didn't say that she stole the money. For example, like this sentence means that I'm emphasizing, like I'm trying to say that, I'm not trying to say that that particular girl is the one who stole the money. But English isn't always that complicated. For example, the word book in English is pretty simple. It's spelled exactly how it sounds, but that's not the case in many other words, so be prepared. Next on, we have the language Arabic, which is one of the oldest languages in the world. So Arabic is very different. It uses its own alphabet with 28 letters, and it is written from right to left. The shape of letters changes depending on their position in the word. For example, the word for a book is kitab. Notice how the letters connect together. It's beautiful, isn't it? So Arabic also has sounds not found in English, such as the word aind, which has a deep throat sound, or ba, an emphatic T. Like it's not like the T that we know, it's ba. Yeah. So I wish I could talk more about these languages, but I think we're running out of time, so hopefully we'll get a chance to talk about this beautiful language. So next on, we have the next language, which is the language Chinese, or to be more specific, Mandarin. It is considered one of the hardest language in the world, and I'm pretty sure you know why, because Chinese is so different. It does not use an alphabet at all. Instead, it uses characters. Each character represents a whole word or idea. For example, run, person, 学 means study, and 书 means book. So in Chinese, there's nothing that you can see, there's nothing in between that. There's no alphabet or letters that are being repeatedly used. Each word have their own character, have their own way of writing. You can just imagine how hard it is to master language. For example, when I studied this language in primary school, what we call it 听写, which is like listening and writing, means we have to do it every week, because if we want to learn the new words, then we have to memorize that particular character itself. Like everything is different, like you have to memorize all words. So yeah. Mandarin is also a tonal language. The same sound changes meaning depending on the tone. So you need to make sure that you can master that, because gosh, it's so important. For example, like ma means mother, ma means hand, ma means horse, and ma means goat. It have 4 tones, which is a, a, a. Like you can never see or heard that in English or maybe in Arabic. So it's different. So you might want to be careful with that, unless you don't want to mistake ma, the first tonal, and ma, which means one means mother and another means horse. So you don't want to mix that up. Languages is something that is very beautiful. Like just by comparing English, Arabic, and Chinese, we can learn that languages are not just about words or alphabets or just a tool for communication, but they also reflect culture, history, and the people behind it. So if we observe and look deeper into these languages, we can see that the differences behind each of the language. For example, like English relies on stress and irregular spelling. Arabic connects meaning through roots and flowing script, and Chinese expresses meaning through tones and characters. Even with a simple word like book, these 3 languages show how beautifully diverse human communication can be. Like in these 3 languages, in the book in English is like book, but in Arabic it's kitab, but in Chinese it's shu. So we can see that there's nothing arbitrary is that right word, that something that is linked to it. It just so happened that people agree to call it that, but we can see it's beautiful how different these languages are. So that's all from me for today. Hope we can see you again next time. Goodbye. Thank you.